Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Sabi ko na nga ba, may ganito talagang nangyayari. Remember, I think it was around August when I had an episode na tinatanong ko yung ilan sa inyo na baka recently tumawid papuntang US. Kamusta ka ako yung experience ninyo sa border? At that time po kasi, we were thinking about, well, my family and I were thinking about going to New York City to visit some relatives. Nagdadalawang isip ako noon kasi nga may mga balitang ng maraming mga Canadians or may ilang mga Canadians na namomroblema sa border, yung dinedetain. Okay, dinedetain after they are questioned or may nakita sa background nila, sa history nila. Tapos, after ma-detain ng ilang araw, minsan no charges are filed and then biglang i-release na lang sila parang walang nangyari. Okay, so natatakot ako sa mga ganong balita kako. Ayoko na nga yata tumawid ng US border. I was asking for your advice if I should proceed or not. But obviously, hindi na ako tumawid, ano. And right now, parang nawala na lang sa plano namin yung pumunta muna sa US. And I think, with this report, talagang it will be a while before we go to the United States. Bakit? Ito na nga, no, parang ayoko ma-stress at pagdaanan itong nangyayari dyan na pag-i-inspect pati nung gadgets. Wala naman akong tinatagong parang state secrets or hindi naman ako involved in any type of terrorism activities. Pero parang I just don't feel comfortable being asked to, surrender my phone and then they will inspect it. Nakakapraning, di ba? Because according to reports, dumami nga ang mga devices that are being examined by US border agents. Let me show you this short clip from CTV News. Ito. Teka, malalakihan ko ba to?
We're never getting any details about.
New figures show U.S. border guards have been ramping up searches of electronic devices. U.S. Customs and Border Protection data reveal almost 15,000 devices were searched between April and July. That's the highest number since 2018. About 78% of travelers checked were not American. The searches typically involve an agent looking through the device's contents. Advanced searches can be conducted if there is a national security concern or suspicion that someone broke the law.
So, ayun, almost 15,000 gadgets inspected from April daw to July. So, April, May, June, July. In a period of 4 months, 15,000. Marami yun, eh. Although, actually, baka maliit na porsyento lang yun sa mga tumatawid araw-araw na considering the thousands crossing the US border every day. But still, it's a big number, 15,000. Actually, meron pong report itong Toronto, or the Star, Toronto Star, na mas detalyado. I will share that with you. Kasi kumbaga ang dami kong tanong, ano kaya ang magiging basehan ng US border officer to request that your gadget be inspected? Teka, yan. Hindi ko pala nalagay itong ating title, Ano ang kanilang batayan? How do they ask it? Ano ang extent ng kanilang pag-e-examine ng iyong phone? May gagamitin ba silang software? Ano ang chine-check nila? Ang dami kong mga ganyang tanong. And another point is, am I even allowed to ask these questions to them? Or do I just surrender it? Do you just surrender it and then let them do whatever they want with your phone? Diba? Siyempre, ang cellphone natin, very private, item natin. Ang dami natin kausap dyan. Contacts natin nandyan. Mga litrato ng mga mahal natin sa buhay nandyan. Yeah, I feel very uncomfortable having to do that if asked. Diba? Teka, sige, puntahan natin itong report ng Toronto Star. Ayan. August 27, 2025 po, pinublish ito. Record number of travelers' phones and electronic devices being searched at U.S. border amid Trump's immigration crackdown. Sabi dito sa caption na to, itong part na to, Canadians heading to the U.S. this year may have their phones, laptops, and other electronic devices searched at the border as new data reveals an increased number of electronic devices are being searched by American border agents. Yung 15,000 po na number, hindi naman po yun necessarily lahat ay Canadian travelers. Okay? There is no breakdown so far, wala akong nakikita kung ilan yung mga na-search mula sa anumang pong border entry. Okay? O ano pong nationality rather, no? Yung mga ini-inspect. Okay. Sabi dito, okay, so latest US Customs and Border Protection's data shows that between April and June pala, sabi doon sa report kanina, July, no? 14,899 electronic devices, including more than 1,000 ang ginawa ng advanced search. So sa nabasa ko po, yung advanced search ay ginagawa nila kapag meron silang parang nakitang senyales o information na baka you are affiliated with a serious crime. Like if you are affiliated perhaps with a terror organization. Mga ganon. That will prompt, yun po ang magti-trigger ng isang advanced search. Okay? So yung almost 15,000 devices checked from that period, ang sabi po dito, that's a jump from the previous highest quarterly number of 12,766 na sinerch from January to March 2022. At pinakamataas rin daw yan based on available data as far as 2018. Okay? So far, dun sa mga nag-comment sa akin dun sa episode ko noong July, kasi tinanong ko rin yun, ano, meron pa sa inyong hininga ng cellphone, chinek, ang inyong mga email, wala. Wala po sa inyong nagsagot na oo, no? Okay. Ayan. Sabi po dito, the federal U.S. agency said border agents may lawfully inspect electronic devices considered integral to keeping America safe in an increasingly digital world. So upon entry, travelers' phones, computers, cameras, and other technological devices can be searched to identify and address criminal activity including terrorism, child pornography, drug smuggling, and fraud. Paano kaya, no? Do they use a software? May a-attach ba sila yung table sa'yo? Meron ba sila mga isa-scan dyan? How will they detect these things? Diba? Do they check your email and search for keywords? Baka meron po tayong mga cybersecurity experts dyan and meron kayong input, please put them down there in the comment section. Ayan. For the most part, sabi raw po nung ni Mr. Evan Green, isa pong immigration lawyer specializing in US and Canada cross-border issues. Sabi po niya, Canadians can enter the US every day without issue, but stressed that scrutiny is expected with the current immigration restrictions. Alam naman na po natin yan, ano? Kaya ko nga yan nabanggit nung July. Kasi mismo rin pong ang Canada, the Canadian government has earlier issued an advisory sa mga citizens, PRs, travelers coming from Canada na papunta pong US na maghanda dahil baka nga hingin ang inyong devices, ang inyong mga cellphone pag kayo ay nagpunta sa Amerika. Ito po yung travel advisory ng Canada. And when I checked it just a while ago, it was updated today, August 28. Siguro dahil dun sa report na lumabas. I'm not sure, but that's updated August 28, 2025. I will go to that part, no? Ang sinesearch ko, device. Ayan, sabi dito, entry and exit requirements. Okay? Papuntang US to. Every country or territory decides who can enter or exit through its borders. And the government of Canada, sabi dito, cannot intervene on your behalf if for some reason you are ineligible or you do not meet entry or exit requirements for the US. At dito, sinasabi nga po nila na expect scrutiny at ports of entry, including electronic devices, comply and be forthcoming in all interactions with border authorities, and itong nakakabahala, no? If you are denied entry, you could be detained while awaiting deportation. Alam mo, sa totoo, kung walang fear of being detained for an indefinite, unclear period of time, okay lang sana no? Na i-deny ka ng entry, umuwi ka na, umikot ka na, di ba? Umikot ka na lang, umuwi ka sa Canada. Pero parang with that possibility na, o sige, de-deny entry ka tapos i-detain ka pa. Ilang araw kang baka matutulog sa kung anumang detention facility without your loved one. Parang ayoko yata yun, nakakatakot naman. O teka, ito pa. Meron pa akong isang part na gustong basahin sa inyo eh. Ayan, yung pag-search ng electronic devices, okay? Sabi dito, US border agents are entitled to search your electronic devices, yun na nga, such as your phones, computers, tablets, when you are entering the US. And the border officers, they don't need to provide a reason when requesting a password to open your device. May ganun pa, no? Paano kaya kung sundin natin yung ilang advice ng ilang mga abogado noon? Na ang gawin nyo, kung tatawid kayo ng border, hindi yung totoong cellphone ninyo daw ang dalhin niyo. You buy a new phone and just put your SIM card in there. So basically, yung iPhone, yung mismong phone unit, walang memory. So kapag i-search daw, walang makikita. Yan yung advice ng ilan, ano? Is that a wise advice? Baka sabihin, bakit may tinatago ka ba? Baka maging ganun pa ang dahilan ng border officer para i-deny ka, hindi kaya? Okay. I don't know. Mga naiisip ko lang to, guys, ha. If any of you have experienced having your devices checked, please share your experience down there in the comment section. O, ito pa. Sabi dito, if you refuse, they may seize your device. The border agent could also delay your travel or deny entry if you are not a US citizen, of course. Okay, ito na. Before crossing the border, put your device in airplane mode to ensure remote files don't get downloaded accidentally. So again, this is a travel advisory updated today. Okay, ayan, Government of Canada, travel advice nila para sa mga magpupunta po ng Amerika. Diba? So what do you think? Kayo ba? Or is this report, making you think twice about your travel plans to the US? Ano ba? Palagay niyo masyado lang akong praning. Pero, buti na rin. Wala naman kaming urgent reason to visit the US. It's just really more of to see family. At dahil yan, may ganitong issue, mas madaling i-cancel muna, for now, yung ganyang mga plano namin. But let me know your thoughts about this. How do you feel about it? I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!